Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a collection and declutter video. So I am going to be doing a series going over every single category of my makeup collection and just downsizing a little bit. I'm feeling in the place where I want to declutter a little bit. I haven't done a declutter on my channel in quite some time. I think it's been at least 2 years. And I'm just feeling like I need to. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna put the category that I will be going over up on the screen here so I can just do one intro for every single one of my videos. There's no pressure on me. I think I did a decent job with a lot of the categories, but I'm not going in trying to cut my collection down in half. I probably will not be doing swatches on most things. I really just wanted to showcase my collection a little bit to you and go over my reasoning for keeping or decluttering some things in my collection. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I would love it if you stuck around. But with all that, let's just jump into the declutter. All right, we officially have the bronzer drawer. Now I do have my bronzers separated from powder and then creams. The creams I keep in a separate drawer with the cream blushes. But for the sake of this video, we're gonna talk about only bronzers. As far as my spreadsheet goes, it says I have 46 powder bronzers and 12 cream bronzers. So let's see. Let's see what kind of work we can do. I'm not going to swatch everything. This is kind of just going to be a going through and seeing what I can and can't get rid of. Some of the ones I'm not going to get rid of. Oh, we need to talk about the ones I keep on my desk first. So I won't be getting rid of either of these. This is my Project Pan bronzer. This is the Fenty Beauty in the Sun. Trying to hit pan on it. I did already hit pan, but I wanted to use it one more month to just get some expansion on it. So this will be staying. And then right now in Shop My Stash, which I will also link that video up above in the cards and down below in the description, is the Flower Beauty Heat Wave. This is the shade Sunswept, not the really popular one, but it's actually a very, very nice bronzer. I've been enjoying it. So those are the ones that live on my desk, at least right now. After that, I think we're just going to pull, and I'm just going to go for the ones that, I want to keep. I know for sure I want to keep the Giorgio Armani. I actually want to keep a lot of my luxury. The Dolce & Gabbana bronzer is really nice. The YSL is really nice. These are also really new in my collection. The Too Faced Sweetheart bronzer, I recently just tried this. This was in my kind of drawer, shame unused. It's really nice. I'd like to spend some more time with it. And then other luxury ones I have. Let's see. I have this Tom Ford little mini in Terra. Pretty nice bronzer. Definitely overpriced for what it is, but this will also stay. The Gucci bronzer, don't recommend this. The component's really beautiful, but honestly, I thought it was going to be a lot more luxurious than it is. I have the shade Fair. It's decent, but, out of the luxury bronzers that I own, clearly a lot. This isn't the number one bronzer I would recommend. Some other ones, now that we've kind of gotten that out of the way, I want to save the Chanel because I haven't decided on the Chanel. This little corner here. We'll talk about these Becca ones, though. I have quite a few from Becca. Yes. So I have the Sunrise Wave bronzer. I don't think I can get rid of any of my Beccas just because they don't make them anymore. I do really like this. It's a nice glowy summer bronzer. I should really pull this into Shop My Stash soon. It has 2 slices of opal, and I don't love a glowy bronzer, but this is one that I quite enjoy. So this can stay. And then my other one is in the shade Bali Sands. I have a very good pan on this. I should really try to complete this, but it's hard to focus in on one thing when I have quite a lot of other things to use. Really, as you can tell, enjoyed this bronzer, and it would be nice to finish it. Both of these are minis in Capri Coast. I think what I'll do is I'll keep one of them and declutter the other, because that just makes the most sense, right? This is a really soft bronzer formula though. I think that makes, well, no, I'm going to put one in the maybe pile and keep one. That sounds ridiculous, but that's what I'm going to do. Some that I know that I can declutter right off the bat is the Maybelline City Bronzer in 200. I remember everyone used to talk about this bronzer. That's why I bought it, and I never got around to it. So this can definitely go, as well as the Revlon Skin Lights. Don't know what shade this is, 115. Glowy bronzer, don't love it. I like, you know, a bronzer that maybe has like a little bit of shine, but not a highlighty bronzer. And I feel like that would be this. Don't know though, because it is still sealed. So this is something I could easily pass on. Some other ones, oh, these freaking Guerlain ones. I definitely think like this one for sure I'm going to get rid of. This is the terracotta, what is this called? Sunkissed Healthy Glow Powder, and I have the shade 02 Natural Cool. I don't find this to be cool at all, and it's a weird bronzer. I actually quite hate this. I've talked badly about this bronzer very much. And then this was a limited edition, which they came out again with this summer, so clearly not limited edition anymore. I think I will also get rid of this one. I just don't love it. The packaging's beautiful. I love the flowers, but I only keep it to look at it. I don't keep it to use because it is so warm leaning and just orange. So as much as it breaks my heart because I spent a good amount of money on this, I am going to declutter it. Yep. This is my newest bronzer that I purchased, the Dior Forever in Coral Bronze. This is part of their summer limited edition collection. So I am going to keep this. I used points to redeem it, and I think it's very pretty. I don't know how it looks on the skin yet, but eventually I will get around to using it. So this one can stay. And then we have this one, the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. I'm also going to keep this one. Any of the ones with pan, I think I've hit all the ones with pan now, but they can definitely stay because clearly I like them a lot. I wouldn't try to hit pan on something if I didn't absolutely love it. I think this Give Me Glow I can get rid of. This is in the shade Ocean Drive. It's a nice bronzer, but it doesn't stand out as being anything extraordinary. And when it's hard to open, it does not really convince me to keep it, does it? It's a nice, like, kind of cool toned bronzer. That's why I had it. Like, you can see how cool it is, kind of like a nice contour. But I just don't need this, and it doesn't make the cut for what's grabbing my attention. I do like this Bare Minerals bronzer though in Faux Tan. This was also something I was influenced to buy from YouTube, and when I finally got around to trying it, it is a really good bronzer. I liked it on the skin. It's also a little bit cool toned, so it'll replace that Give Me Glow, and this can stay. Let's keep going. I feel like we're making good progress. This Milani, I love. I love this Milani. This is the Silky Matte Bronzer in Sunlight. It is just really pretty on the skin. One of my top favorite drugstore bronzers, if they still make that. So keeping that. Also keeping this Pat McGrath bronzer. This is, I think, her best complexion product. I don't love the blushes as much. The highlights are okay, but the bronzer is solid. I could see myself trying to finish this. It's a really nice bronzer. I have the shade Nude Honey, I believe. Yes. And it's a really great one. This Dior Backstage Contour Palette. Wanted this so bad. It actually, I think I used to have this in my face palette drawer, but because I only used it as bronzer, like, to me, it says these are highlights, but they're not highlights that I would use. I think I'm just going to declutter this. Even though I wanted it so bad back in the day, it's just not something I liked wearing on my skin. I have to, like, mix all the shades to make it work for me, so it is going. This Glowish is also going to go. I have the shade Medium. It's a little bit dark, a little bit powdery. It actually wasn't a terrible bronzer, but it does pull a little bit orange, at least on my skin tone. So I just don't think it's one I'd want to reach for, so that can go. The Dior bronzer in, what are you? Oh, this is like a really old one, the mineral one with a little bit of a pink tone. I actually quite like this bronzer. I forgot about this one. It is a little bit like a bronzer, a blush bronzer hybrid. It is really pretty, very, very old. I doubt you could even find a product like this from Dior. I even purchased a newer bronzer from Dior before they reformulated again, and I decluttered that one, but this I actually quite like. I think it's unique. It is very similar to the Too Faced Sweetie Pie, which I just never know if I should put it in my bronzer or highlight drawer. I always go back and forth because you can see like it just has a little bit of pinkiness to it. It looks like the perfect sunburn. I don't know. There's something about this bronzer I just really enjoy, so it is going to stay. We're making decent progress. How much more can I declutter? Should we go over these? Let's see. Starting with Chanel. This is the Chanel Le Beige in medium, the oversized Healthy Glow bronzer. Here's what mine looks like. The powder is very soft and again, a little bit orange. I think I'm going to declutter this. I can't believe it, but I just don't reach for this bronzer. I would love to keep it because it's Chanel, but I need to be honest with myself. And this is something I think I could pass on. It's barely been used. So yeah, I think this is going to go, surprisingly. I do want to keep my Charlotte Tilbury. This is also in the shade medium, but this is a really nice bronzer. Doesn't look like it has much wear, but it's much more neutral. A little bit orange, but more warmth than orange. And I think this is a nice summer bronzer. So this one's going to stay. Okay. And now, what do I want to do next? This Too Faced Glover, the Sun Puppy Bronze. I just don't think I can get rid of just on principle. Like I have also the highlight. It is so freaking cute. I have to keep it. I wish I was stronger, but no, it's going to stay. And maybe I just need to pull it into a Shop My Stash soon because it's still untried. The L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. Had this in Shop My Stash last month. Very pretty. Love this bronzer. Even though it's oversized, I don't love that. I do prefer a bronzer that's, you know, more like this size. This is really beautiful. You can't buy this anymore, so it is going to stay. I do think I can declutter this L'Oreal Infallible. This is the shade 250. I just don't use it enough. And it's drugstore, so like it hurts a little less to declutter it. Don't remember using it. Don't remember liking it, disliking it. So I think it's just an easy one to get rid of. This Buxom one's actually a really nice bronzer, but I just don't know if it makes the cut. I don't think it does. I think I'm going to declutter it. Yep, I feel good about that. The NYX Buttermelt, I actually don't love this as much as a lot of people do, but it is newer in my collection and I do want to keep it. It's not a bad formula. I just didn't go crazy nuts over it like everyone else. I don't think it was worth this product going viral like it did. It's decent, but not great. I am going to hang on to it for a little while longer though. And then I have two more that are unopened. The Clinique Powder Pop Flower Bronzer. I have to keep this. It's in Solar Pop. As you can see, unused, but the embossing is so pretty. And I don't know. There's something about this I just really wanted to try. I've heard really nice things about this bronzer. So for now, it is going to stay. The Ofra Pressed Powder in River. This was the collaboration with Samantha March. If you asked me like 2 years ago, I would say I would never get rid of this, but it's unopened in my collection. And I just don't watch Samantha March like I used to. Nothing against her. It's just her content has kind of shifted and she's doing different things and it's just not something I prioritize now. So I do think because this is unopened, I'm going to get rid of it. I would rather, like I'm looking at my keep pile and I would rather work on some of those. So I think that one's going to go. This Nabla one can stay. It's in the shade Ambra, right? Ambra. And it's really nice. It's a really nice Baked Gelée bronzer. People love this. They rave about it, I think for good reason. So I'm going to put this in the keep pile. And we have 5 more. This, I think, Focallure. This is the Soleil Matte Bronzer. I got this when I did a Yes Style order and haven't reached for it since. So I think that it can go. This Kevin Aquan, this is the Celestial Bronzing Veil in Tropical Nights. It's a little bit dark for me. This actually used to have like this ombre effect, but I also really love this bronzer. It's very dark though. I mean, look how dark it is. I just don't think it suits me. I used to wear this all the time, and there's a photo, a really cute photo, and I could tell I was wearing this bronzer. It was very obvious and streaky, so I think it's time for me to declutter that and accept that it's just a little bit too dark for me. The MAC, this is from the Electric Wonder collection, and this is the shade Canyon Dreaming. I love the packaging on this, so millennial. And that's why I purchased it. I think I can hang on to this. I don't have any other MAC bronzers. Yeah, I'm okay keeping this. It does have a little bit of a sheen, so it's fine. I'm not ready to get rid of it yet. The Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. This is actually a really nice bronzer. I have the shade 01 Light, but it's also just oversized. And when I look at the 2 of these, the Marc Jacobs Tantastic, I prefer this like more neutral tone over this like really warm summery tone. So I think that I'm going to keep the Marc Jacobs and declutter the Bronze Goddess. Nothing wrong with this, and I'm hoping I don't regret it, but I'm just tired of having so many big bulky things, and I can tell I have enough bronzers to last me a while. So another surprising one for me, because I wouldn't think I would get rid of this ever, but I think I am going to get rid of it. So that's going to go. Marc Jacobs is going to stay. Now, before I put this drawer back together, let's just quickly go over all of my creams here that I have to the side. There's actually not too many. Still a lot, but not too many. I think I want to... I don't know. This is going to be tough for me. I don't know how many of these I'm going to declutter. I'm going to keep the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand only because I'm close to finishing it up. I do think I could complete it if I really focused in on it, and I would like to. So this is going to stay. The Victoria Beckham Contour Stylist, there's so little product in here. It's kind of a cool concept because it's so thin, but it's expensive for what it is. I'm still going to keep it though. I'd like to use it up. The NARS Laguna Bronzer, this is my favorite cream contour, so it's definitely not going anywhere. You can see a good dip on it, but I need to really focus in on it, and I've been neglecting it because I have so many other cream bronzers. So let's see how many of these we can declutter. What about these? This I want to keep for sure. This is the Illamasqua Water Contour in Outline, I think. It's a very, very unique contour. The subtlest of contours ever. If you just want the lightest hint of a shadow, this is perfect. I've raved about this. My friend Bridget actually recommended this product to me, and I think it's fantastic. So this is for sure staying. My stick cream bronzers, though, I have a Westman Atelier in Biscuit, I believe. Yes, just a mini. And then I have a M Cosmetics in Terra. But I kind of like both of these. And I've used this one quite a bit, actually. That's surprising. M Cosmetics can stay. Westman Atelier can stay. What can I declutter? I need to at least declutter one thing. I refuse to keep all of these. I think if there was anything that I would want to declutter, it would be this ColourPop Super Shock in I'll Bet. I talked about this in my Shop My Stash again. It's just kind of subtle, not great, not spectacular. So I said in that video that this was on my chopping block. I think it's going to just go because I need to at least declutter one thing. I'm fine with my cream bronzer collection, actually. It's not terrible, but it could at least use one. Oh, I have this to the side here, this Marc Jacobs Glow Away Bronzing Coconut Body Stick. This is in Shop My Stash right now. I do want to keep this, even though it's obnoxiously large, but I could use it as a all over body glow, and I would like to. It would be really pretty for that, like on the legs and on the chest. So this is going to stay. Then we're left with these. The Charlotte Tilbury, I have the shade medium, and it is a little bit dark for me, but also a really nice bronzer. Then I have the Chanel. I was really thinking this is going to be my next Project Pan bronzer. I got to keep the Chanel. I have to. I have to finish this up. So this will stay too. Then I have these four. The Stila, this is actually a foundation. It has like some wax blooming, it looks like. And it looks really pretty as a bronzer. I think this is the shade 6 because it's kind of balmy. It is a really great bronzer for underpainting. It is a little bit orange though, so that can go because I would rather keep these two. So this will stay. I think I'm going to keep both of these. So the first one's the Phytosurgeons Spectral Sunlight Cream Bronzer in Rosy Daybreak. My coolest tone cream bronzer that I have. So for sure want to keep this. And then the Makeup by Mario, I hesitated at first. You saw me like maybe want to declutter this, but I haven't had it that long. And what I love about this bronzer is just how thin it is. So it is very similar to the Stila, but it's a lighter tone, and it just gives a hint of bronze if you want it because it's such a Vaseline balmy texture. So I would rather keep that over the Stila. So that is all of my cream and powder bronzers. Let me now put the drawer back together and we will talk numbers. All right, this drawer seems much better, much more manageable. Of course, my spreadsheet was wrong. I say that every single time. My spreadsheet said that I had 46 bronzers. I actually had 41 bronzers, unless I'm misplacing some. And I'm keeping 27, decluttering 14. I'm actually really happy with that number. I would be happier if it was more like 25, like that's just a nice even round number. I did decide to keep both Becca's, by the way. But I can't see two that I would want to get rid of off the top of my head. So this is going to stay at 27 now. Like I said, decluttered 14. And then as far as the cream bronzers, my spreadsheet said I had 12, but I must have had 13. So I'm keeping 11 and decluttering 2. That makes me really happy because now I do a Shop My Stash series. I've already mentioned it a few times, and I keep products in for a month. So that means I can at least use every single one of my cream bronzers for 1 month at a time to get use out of them. And they'll actually all be rotated through. I mean, if I'm doing Shop My Stash with these powder bronzers, only 12 of these are getting used at the end of the day, unless I specifically go out to reach for them. So the cream bronzer category makes me happy. I think I'm still going to keep them separated, but this is where we're at with the bronzer collection. Let me know your opinions and thoughts down below. I always like to hear them. Did I declutter your favorite bronzer? Did I keep one of the bronzers that you absolutely hate? Let me know everything down in the comment section so we can chat about it. But this is where I'm going to leave you all. I hope you're having a great one, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.